this month's Business Spotlight, we head on over to the Allergy Centre, which is located in the Jamison Centre in Macquarie, ACT. We talk to Michelle and Georgie. Michelle is a qualified naturopath, nutritionist, and currently studying homeopathy and has been practicing for over 6 years. Michelle has a special interest in fertility and thyroid health. Michelle supports customers by running vega testing on food sensitivities. The Allergy Centre has been operating as a family business for over 40 years. It has a focus on local Australian products, grain-free, sugar-free, natural beauty products including makeup and healthcare. A store membership offering discounts and vouchers is available to regular customers. Georgie, who works in the family business at the Allergy Centre, is more than happy to help you find the products that you need. Welcome to. Look, thanks for meeting me today. Thanks for letting me interview you both. It's really exciting being in the shop behind the scenes.
Welcome.
What I wanted to really ask you was, take your turns at answering this question. But how did you get started in the area of health and wellness?
For me, I was just born in. So my grandfather bought the shop for my dad. And then obviously my dad had it for years. We worked in it for years and then I bought it off Dad. So it just was natural.
And what got your dad into doing the Allergy Centre? Your sister?
Oh, this.
Yeah.
My sister was really sick. Well, not really sick, but just unwell enough that conventional medicine wasn't helping her. So we actually found this naturopath down the south coast and he just had a market health food store, like general stuff. And then we found this lady who could help my sister, and so then he said, come up, once a month and I'll put a little partition and you can help more people. And that's kind of how it happened. So we had like a tiny partition at a market with naturopaths that ended into an actual retail clinic.
Right. So there's always a story, and this is what people want to know. So you said your sister was unwell.
Yeah.
Did that help? Did
100%. Yeah, and it was. Now it seems simple because we work in the industry, but they wanted to do, different operations and stuff on her, but it was actually really simple. We just changed her diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so huge. Simple.
Yeah.
Huge.
And that could be an answer to a lot of problems out there.
Yeah, which is why Dad ended up saying, come up once a month, because my dad was like, there's so many people you can help.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of snowballed and became bigger and bigger. Yeah.
So, in terms of the same question, Michelle, is that similar background for yourself?
Yeah, for me it was probably my sister as well. So she was diagnosed with cervical cancer when she was a teenager, and my mum took her to a naturopath on the coast. I don't like to say cured, but she pretty much got rid of it, and she was like stage 4, so pretty bad. Then my sister turned into becoming a naturopath as a result of that. And then, I just grew up, being quite young and seeing that around me and thought it was amazing and went down the same route. Yeah, so quite similar but different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, anyone who's listening, they might be hearing the rain
at
the moment, so
it's creaky in here.
Bit of wind in Canberra. Look, this will probably lead into the next question I had for you, which was what inspires you to be in the field. I know you've had the story of both of your sisters. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It was your sisters, and
not us.
Is that
not us?
Is it to help other people in similar circumstances?
100%. Yeah, jinx. 100%. Yeah.
Honestly, that's what it's about. Yeah.
Yep. And how did you two kind of get together? Was it you just?
Michelle was looking for work.
Yeah.
So she approached us. Yeah.
My partner was working up here, and I just decided to move because there wasn't much opportunities on the coast. And then I just reached out to a few places in Canberra and said, I'm studying naturopathy. Do you have work? And Georgie's like, come on up, have an interview. It was like a super casual chat. She was like, cool, when do you want to start? And it just went from there, and we get along really well.
Excellent. Yeah. I always get this vibe when I come in here. I'm like,
it's a big
super
family
excited
vibe.
To be here.
Yeah, it's a nice vibe.
When customers do come into the shop, what are some typical things they're looking for? Is it the same type of thing, or is it different?
So
it varies a lot.
Yeah, we've got everyone of all ages.
Yeah.
Men, women, just
healthy
vary.
people, unhealthy people, sick people.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people looking, for like allergy friendly food. So that's a big one, if they're avoiding dairy or eggs or gluten, they want alternatives. We've got people coming in like super sad and frustrated, not getting answers from, doctors or family or friends, and they just want some extra advice around it.
Yeah,
so
So
we give a lot of hugs. There's a lot of
lots
cries.
of hugs, lots of tears.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a shop. We always joke, but it's like making connections and like networks.
Yeah.
Like people will find customers, will find another customer to talk to about something, and then they end up being best friends or somebody's doctor's sister's mum or
Yeah.
little community.
What's involved in the running of the business day to day at Go Vita at the Jamison
Well, we
Centre?
are the Allergy Centre now. So
Allergy.
we reverted back to the Allergy Centre.
My apologies.
So, no. So Dad called the businesses Allergy Centre, and then we became part of Go Vita, but then we sort of unsubscribed from that when I purchased it. So we're back to our original.
Okay.
Yeah, so
great.
we're back to the Allergy Centre now, which means that we're completely independent.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So that's important to note.
Yeah,
Because I always-
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. It's not linked to any of the other health food stores in Canberra or elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
We're our
nice.
own unity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And I shop here. I know what the products are, having been here around Macquarie for a while. However, for people who are wondering, what kind of products you offer, what is it?
Look, we are obviously a health food store, but nowadays you can get so many different types of health food stores. We really try and get stuff, like I think there's about 3 or 4 products in the store that would actually contain sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So we try and get heaps of stuff that's clean, heaps of stuff that's Australian made and locally made.
Organic where possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, quite a bit of a point of difference is that they're actually healthy if we can, you know, to try and go to that next level, because there's health foods everywhere, supermarkets,
But they're
little
still,
IGAs.
full of preservatives or colours or sugar or
seed oils.
grains.
And being independent, I guess you can make that call. If you see something
100%.
that's not good, you just
Yeah,
stop
but-
it, right?
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
When
And
we provided before, we'd get allocations and there'd be stuff, we wouldn't want in the store as well.
So that's
But
part
we-
of the licensing, and you got to
Yeah.
follow the...
Yeah.
but it's not anything we believe in, so it just wasn't
Yeah.
being true to ourselves.
Yeah.
And then we do have the big naturopathic clinic as well. So we do stock, one of the largest probably dispensaries in Canberra with all our herbal remedies and, practitioner-only brands too.
Yeah.
So a bit of point of difference
Yeah.
there. We have a lot of integrative doctors send people to us to fulfill their scripts.
Yep, definitely.
is
And
A good point, yeah.
I've got a doctor who
helps.
knows you guys as well. So,
Yeah.
Dr. Lowe. So he's,
Yes,
Yeah.
we get a few of his clients. Thanks, Dr. Lowe, for listening.
Looking forward, what are some of the things that you're looking to include in your product range?
That's on you, Georgie.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Well, I kind of just want to make it more supermarket-y, but natural. So I'd love to, at some point, either make it bigger or change location, and be able to put fresh produce, clean, fresh, local produce, just small amounts, and probably an extra clinic space, so we can have 2 little clinic spaces.
Different modalities in it as well.
Yeah, so definitely growing the business, but more so, making it a bit more like a natural supermarket. Yeah.
And you mentioned the clinic space, Michelle. You're predominantly in that space.
I'm the only one in this space,
Yeah.
So
And
full time, super busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I come in, it's
Always busy. Always back to back. My books are closed. My wait list is closed. People are waiting. We probably won't have new people till end of next year.
Previous to Michelle training up, we had a couple of naturopaths sort of alternating to share the space.
Right.
And they retired and sort of trained up Michelle.
Yeah.
And then from then, we sort of really haven't found anyone that matched us to fit in, because it's really hard to find a person that works
aligns perfectly with us as well.
and works the way we
We
work.
just don't want someone different, with different values, because then it doesn't flow.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
So,
But hopefully we've got a few
Just-
changes happening in the future that will allow someone else and a couple of people in the clinic, so we can have 2 little spaces going.
should be good.
Yeah.
Excellent. And what with the naturopathy service?
Yeah.
What can it provide people with? What are the benefits?
I guess we're looking at the person as a whole, so it's a bit more holistic. We're not just looking at, you've got a symptom, cool, take this pill. We're looking at why is that occurring. So I guess, you know, we're doing lots of comprehensive health history, looking at a lot of pathology, doing integrative testing to get to root causes as well. Yeah, I don't know, if you want to add to that?
We also have the Vega that we do allergy testing. So that's the machine that sort of was handed down by naturopath from my dad.
Machine.
Yeah.
And we didn't realize until recently how very few people use it the way we use it. So the lady that originally did it used it this specific way, and I actually didn't realize that not anyone else really uses it the same way.
We use it quite differently.
So for people who don't know what a Vega machine is it something science fiction, like something out there, or is it
not really? It's sort of, and yes. So it's designed in Germany, and they use it quite a bit over there, but the idea of it seems bizarre, to be totally honest.
But it's incredible.
It
bloody works.
Yeah. So you can you hold a rod in one hand and you use a pressure point in the other, and that sort of completes the circuit. And basically the machine will give you a rating, and I guess the lower the rating, the more intolerant on, I guess, what...
So I guess we're using it like for food intolerances and sensitivities mostly.
But you can
no limitations to what we can test as well. We do use the oldest machine available too, which we find is by far the most accurate. But Georgie's dad did purchase a newer one, and it was shit. Previous naturopaths couldn't use it. Just not as accurate.
You
Too
can
much
also
interference.
pop supplements and stuff on there to see if that's
medication,
and to see if that's affecting you.
Yeah.
It's funny because we can't really live without it. Sometimes, something will happen. One of us will get a rash or feel unwell. We're like, quick, test me for this.
Georgie broke out in hives maybe a month or two ago. Like just randomly. And like picking our brains, what could it be? What could it be?
And I hadn't eaten and I was going crazy. And then I realised I'd had a tea with chamomile. And the chamomile, I've never... but it was so low.
It was and we just tested it and it was so bad because George hasn't had chamomile like probably since she was a kid.
Right, so there was a reaction
There was a massive reaction.
Like a hive reaction.
Wow.
And on the machine it was very
But then I said to her, how else do other people who don't... Because we're so used to using it, how else do other people that don't have that
they just
get out?
with allergies forever. So
I guess personal encounter when I came and saw you, Michelle, I was drinking so much soy. And I stopped that after you said immediately my cough was gone. Like I had this cough that was ongoing for
crazy.
And it kind of backs up what you're saying too, because sometimes your instincts tell you, like, obviously, if you're having too much of something, that's generally not good for you. But to say that, people are like, whatever. But if you can show them and you go, what do you eat every day? And they're like, oh, I don't know, coffee. And then you can show them the rating of coffee that actually will trigger them to have less as well. Not so much someone telling them not to drink it.
And the machine, it's not you giving the reading, it's your own body giving that reading back. Is that right?
Your body's basically shown a resistance to a substance you're testing. So it's putting like an electrical pulse through your body, you put a substance in, your energy kind of allows it to pass, or there is like the resistance that occurs.
Excellent.
So
and I'm sure people out there who are, they've tried everything and they're like, what do I do to kind of find out, is there more I can do? And this maybe leads into the next question. Can it provide an alternative or complement other medicinal approaches?
100%.
100%.
Everything just sort of works together really well. We definitely don't... Obviously, we have a good network of doctors and stuff as well. I think
other practitioners.
It all works sort of harmoniously together.
Really. And we do focus a lot on diet first in approach, where a lot of other naturopaths or health food stores like take immune supplements, spend $500, off you go. We're definitely
more
the opposite.
Food first.
So even in my consults, like it's diet, it's blood test. We see what comes up. We supplement where need be. We'll see a doctor if need be. And, we need to see doctors. They're awesome. Like
good doctors.
But you got to collaborate as well. To get to the bottom of stuff.
What are the benefits that it can offer people who are unwell or people who are well and would like to maintain their well-being?
I guess getting to the bottom of what's going on, so for a lot of people, they're suffering chronic issues for many years. They go to doctor, there is no answers, we will get to the bottom of it. Naturopathy, definitely, you'll get to the root cause of it.
Because you kind of just keep searching until you find what's not balanced. So, whether it's bloods, whether it's stool tests, whatever it is, until you find where that imbalance is, once the imbalance is corrected, generally
You
what
fix
happens
it.
after whatever is happening on that side ends up balancing and fixing.
And then
Yeah.
even in terms of like preventative medicine, I have people who are healthy and just come in for like a 6-month checkup
Yeah.
where they do bloods, we'll reassess their diet, they'll make sure everything is as optimal and
Yeah.
they live a long and healthy life and off
Yeah.
they go.
Yeah.
Definitely getting more and more people
like
just
that,
being
yeah.
more proactive.
Because I guess, if you're in optimum health, it doesn't matter what disease is going around, doesn't matter what's happening in the world or how stressed you
Yeah.
are. If your health is at optimum, your body can cope with all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or cope with it a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to get sick less often
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
less increased risk of cardiovascular disease or cancer or whatever it might be.
So the people, and so I'm going to ask some of the questions that people may have in their minds, and
Yeah.
they're like, okay, so why would I take a supplement versus a pill? Is there a reason?
Well,
for that?
generally, pills most of them are to treat a symptom, whereas a supplement is to help
correct a cause.
to correct a problem.
I
So,
guess medication do have more side effects as well. So there is
Every medication has a side effect.
side effects, nutrient depletion with medication where supplements are very safe majority of the times.
Yeah.
So definitely, you're not going to be addicted to it, or if you want to stop taking a supplement, you can. You're not going to get withdrawal symptoms.
And especially if they're for something to correct.
Yeah.
Once you do more pathology, you can show the client that,
Yeah.
this has changed. And, obviously, do you feel better? Great. Because, look, your vitamin D is all the way up.
Yeah. Or
So
you're
you
being
can
put
have
on an
those tangibles.
antidepressant, for example, so you're on medication, but really you've got a zinc deficiency, vitamin D deficiency, B12 deficiency, iron deficiency, underactive thyroid, you name it.
And all
So
of
why
that.
would you be on a medication if
Yeah.
you didn't need to?
Yeah.
And you can just fix the problem.
So it's
and
a,
then
it's,
be
a,
good.
it's a more of a proactive versus
100%.
reactive approach.
Correct.
you'd say?
Yeah.
That is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always looking why.
Yeah.
Not just
correct.
cool, you've got that symptom, take this. Why do you have that symptom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just, I guess
Fix
your
that
regular
symptom.
medicine just really just treats
As
the
a
symptom.
Band-Aid.
So if you go in and you go, I'm tired, they go, here, have an antidepressant. You're
Yeah.
like, but I'm not sad, but you're tired, have an antidepressant.
Yeah.
Whereas really they should be testing 1,000 things,
Yeah.
but they're just like, here you go, that'll fix your problem. And it will. It will fix people's problem, but it's just band-aiding it. It's
Yeah.
not correcting the imbalances.
And look, there might be certain
Yeah.
times. Look, I've been told to take blood pressure medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the question I asked the doctor was, how long will I need to take this for?
And the answer would probably be forever.
There was no answer. It was
Yeah.
like indefinite.
Yeah.
So I chose not to. But
Yeah.
is there a? I guess what's the cost benefit? Like people are going to go, well, am I going to spend heaps of money on supplements and less money on pills?
I
Or
guess
is it
it
probably
totally
going to be the
depends.
same?
No,
It
look,
depends.
medication will be cheaper for sure. Just
But it
depends.
also depends on your issue and what you're treating.
Yeah.
And
how
it's-
severe it is. Like
if
sometimes you
it's
do
genetic.
need medication.
Yeah.
Like medication is sometimes essential. But
Because
there's
you've gone too far. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
there's
haven't
still
done
stuff
all
you
the
can do to
things you
support
could
it.
have.
Yeah.
But, even if you're on medication, you can still support that problem indirectly or still optimize their health so they can come off it if that's their end goal as well.
Yeah.
So,
And I guess the question might be, what do you value? Do you value good health and being able to function
Yeah.
well, or
yeah.
being able to just kind of...
And also being in
live?
optimum health means that you're not going to have more and more problems popping up.
Exactly.
Like if
Yeah.
you're fixing it, you're not going to stop more and more things happening. 'cause
Where
that's-
one medication, you end up in domino effect.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
medication means another one's to come, another one's to come, another one's to come.
Because
Yeah.
it'll stop your absorption of something.
Very
that'll put
common.
another balance out. That'll put another balance
And then
out.
once you're so far gone, it's hard
That's
to
why-
come back.
Yeah, that's why you get all those little old people with all their little pills from the pharmacy.
Have your blood
Yeah.
pressure, but now your kidneys are gone. Have
Have
some
it-
diuretic.
To have
Now
all
your
this.
kidneys are gone.
Yeah.
Do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also, I was saying to someone the other day that I think it's like completely changed to pre-COVID.
Mhm.
So when people, because of
Want the
COVID, you
personal
couldn't go
connection.
anywhere.
Yeah.
And everything was online. It's almost like it completely changed online purchasing for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
A few of the really big online retailers for natural products have actually shut down.
Right.
So the sales online have slowed, and lots of customers come in going, can you order this in? Because if you have it, I'd rather purchase it from you and support local.
Yeah,
So it's
that's
kind
been
of-
a huge thing as well.
It's like really flipped. And I don't think people, I know it sounds bad because the economy is bad, but people don't care as much for the sale price or the discount price as much as they do for that interaction, a human interaction.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
like,
look,
a lot more.
I'll be upfront. Like I
Yeah.
was like, okay, could I order online? But I'm like, no, I prefer
I'll
to
go
come
in. Yeah.
So
but
it's probably
I think the human
Yeah.
nature of it changed after COVID.
Yeah.
So people, because you couldn't see anybody, that was a really fun thing to do.
To go see people.
Yeah, and I think because we were still open and functioning, and we had built more, I guess, closer relationships with people over that time, because we had to, they had to communicate more. I think people felt like they needed to continue to support us because we supported them.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of that reciprocal thing. But I just noticed that's the biggest change overall.
Yeah,
is that
still staying very busy.
that people, still just as busy as we were in COVID, but people actually saying, like, I'd prefer to come in than buy it online,
nice.
which is really nice.
Yeah.
So, I think that, I don't know, I think, definitely the way, especially, I guess, maybe health food retail or natural retail is going, that people are wanting that conversation
as well.
and advice.
And during COVID, how did you go through that process? Like, what did you find? Like, was it?
It was weird because
hectic.
we
stayed open the whole time.
And it was actually the busiest for us.
Yeah.
Like, it was
we
almost
closed
like
the shop front for a few weeks maybe.
So we put a table in the front so people couldn't come in. So we were doing almost like personal shopping, because there was a point where all the stores around us were shutting down with COVID and doing those massive cleans.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to have to do a chemical clean because half of our product had to be thrown out.
Yeah.
Because we're in like biodegradable packaging. Like, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, the government clean was full of chemicals. So then who pays for the loss of stock? No one, right? You just lose it. So we just put a table at the front and we're like, don't come in, because then we don't have to shut.
Yeah.
So give us your list, tell us what you want, we'll shop around the store and check you out, like basically just blocking them off.
It was pretty busy.
You guys were delivering at one point.
Yeah,
Everyone
that's what I'm saying. We
Delivery.
accidentally opened a second
It was
business at the
super
same time,
busy.
so it was pretty hectic.
Super
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah, and then
But it's
because
so rewarding to still be able to give everyone all that support and give them what they need to get them through, which was good.
and don't think we noticed any changes like everybody else, because we were so busy. And then it was over and everyone's like, oh, that's so weird. We're like, our lives did not change.
Yeah.
Like,
It was more hectic.
It was more hectic.
Yeah.
In clinic, we still done the whole time.
Yeah.
I think I closed 1 week, maybe.
Yeah.
One week.
Were you working over the phone?
Yeah.
No,
No?
face
Oh,
to
okay.
face.
Face to face,
face-to-face.
we had a screen up, we
Right.
had
Yeah.
masks, we have COVID forms, we had all the stuff. So we were still, like, we were honestly still going
super busy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And for those who have had COVID or, had to go through that, did you have to have customers who had gone through that process or had contracted COVID? And
Yeah, because I think you did like acute consults for people that did
Yeah.
it over the phone.
Yeah, lots of COVID support.
Yeah.
And like if people had COVID, would cancel their appointment or swap it to online, for example. But
But
Yeah,
most of the
heaps of
time, people
support.
just wanted supplements to boost their immune system, pretty
Yeah.
much.
yeah,
most
we couldn't.
definitely.
Yeah, we just couldn't
Yeah.
keep those in stock.
yeah.
That was just going like crazy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
because it was so unknown as well. People were like anxious and worried, we're going to die sort of thing. So give
Yeah.
me everything so I'll be safe.
Yeah.
But we know that's not the case, but
So
makes
you're
you feel better.
So you're based in Macquarie
yes,
at the Jamison Centre.
yes,
And
Yes.
it's called the Allergy Centre.
correct.
Yes.
And so you have a couple of days of the month where you have some super
We
special
do. So we
discounts.
have, we have like a membership program in store. So if you're a regular customer, we sign you up so that every time you spend money, you get vouchers in store. So that's even for consultations. Everything you purchase in here gives you points. So there's no rules on that. And so those vouchers will come up on the system automatically when we put your name in. But we also do 2 discount days a month for our members. So for our loyal customers, we do a 20% off on the first Tuesday and Saturday of every month. We generally,
The first Tuesday and first
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, sorry. And then if you allow us, you will get a text message as a reminder too.
Yeah.
So we send out a notification.
It does exclude our practitioner products because we can't
Yeah,
discount
the
them,
ones
but
in the
everything you can
dispensary.
see in the retail environment will be included in
yeah.
the 20% off.
Yeah. And I guess for those who are wondering, is it just supplements? No, there's all kinds of, there's hair
Everything.
products,
Supplements,
there's
foods,
toothpaste.
beauty,
Yeah. Cleaning products, household products,
dog products,
yeah,
animal
me too.
products. Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else we have.
There's
Spices.
hair products.
Hair products.
Hair
I'll
products.
mention that because I bought one recently.
Oh, yeah,
Moisturisers,
that's
makeup,
right.
lots of natural makeup,
Yeah.
teas, herbal teas.
Lots.
Whatever you want, we've got an alternative that's better for you, basically.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Georgie. Thanks,
welcome.
Michelle.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
And yeah, I'll leave the invitation open to another interview down the track sometime.
For sure.
Yeah.
Done. Thank you.